Well, we're filling up. It is what it is. And then after that, we're done. Hello, my darling FUMINATION. How are you? How are we? My name is Fumidesaluvold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, you're so very welcome indeed. Are we living and loving, my darlings? Are we living and loving? I got this from H&M. Yeah. I got this from H&M. And you know how, I'm an 80s girl. I like to pop the collar. Pop in the collar. I know there'll be makeup all over it, but you know what? Why not? I am here dressing for you, my darlings. I got this from H&M and I bought this instantly when I saw the cuffs. I just lived for it. I thought, oh wow. And then the pants is like a capri pant. So let me just show you here. I thought, why not? And then I got like a little skinny build. Girlfriend is showing a waistline. Let me get up. So what do we think, my loves? Is this not gorge? Take your little bag and go about your business. I live for it. And it's just capri pants and a shirt and you're good to go. I think it's a wonderful Friday outfit. Let me just turn it around in front again, and then I would kind of just tie it to the side, something like that. But I wanted it to be clean so that we have just this, but I love it, love it, love it, love it. And it's that kind of powder blue, and this is a size 4 for those of you that in the States. And that's what I am now, from an 18 to a size 4. Didn't I do good? I can see all of you with your fitness. And for my members here on YouTube as well as Instagram, we are meeting up every morning. You pay your £5, I think, for membership, and we work out in the mornings, and you guys are living and loving. We are going to have a meet and greet on the 21st of April, and I cannot wait to see you guys. We have so many brands, and brands are piling on, and I'm loving it so much. It's all a huge treat for you. Be an amazing day. We have vendors. If you are a vendor and you want me to promote and push your business 100%, you let me know. I'll put my email down below so that you can get in touch with me. There's food, there's drinks, there's dancing, there's Q&A. We have brands, Danisa Myrick's, we have JUVIAS Place, we have Colored Rain, we have Wardrobe of Beauty, we have Healthy Hair Studio, we have special guests. We also have doctors coming in talking about fertility, talking about menopause. It's going to be epic, and this is what I want to do every year. We're getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and the tickets are selling faster than hotcakes. So if I were you, I would buy my ticket, mama, because once I hit capacity, there's nothing I can do. I love you. I want to see you guys. We're going to take pictures together. We're going to have a phenomenal time, baby. When I tell you, it's going to be flawless. Everything about me, every brand that I've collabed with and has really transformed me is going to be there. And I'm talking about mental health, physical health, motivation, inspiration, fashion, style, beauty, skincare, hair, teeth. Everything that has transformed me is going to be there for you to use. You can use me as the prototype and say, okay, I need A, B, and C, because you deserve the best. And we also have non-profit organizations that are going to be there for women that have left relationships that just did not serve them. And I think because we talk all the messages, I really want to focus on women that need assistance, that need help, and some have come through. They really have. So I'm really excited. And I think that's why I'm like, Fumi, get ready. You're going to meet FUMINATION. You're going to meet FUMINATION. And the food. Love it. You're in New York. But I'd say thank you to Ronke. Ronke is doing fabulous. She said, Fumi, my God. They called her and they said, come and take the packages. Hundreds of them. And I'm living and loving. And she sits down and she opens them, because I say, open them for me so I can start reading one or two. And this is super special to me. And I want to say thank you, my darlings. You don't even know. So this, my darling, is by Emmanuel Lewis. He says, hello, Mrs. Vold. My name is Emmanuel, and my mom, Vivian Jackson, informed me of you. She watched your show, and I just recently started watching your YouTube videos. She's 65, so she's probably watching the self-care videos. I, on the other hand, enjoy the celebrity news. I also like dieting and interview reviews on Club Shay Shay, Cat Williams, Denzel Washington, and etc. I went to nursing school after the military. Oh, wow. And now I'm doing travel nursing. I wanted to start a business a year ago, and I combined two things I like: video games and coffee. So I came up with the name Controller Ula. Controller with milk. I was particular about the supplies and now sell gourmet coffee and loose leaf tea online, which is video game themed. The only social media I've used was Facebook, and I've never considered myself an entrepreneur. You are now, my darling brother Emmanuel. Last year has been a learning process in business, marketing, etc. If you don't mind, I sent you some coffee and tea. I'm wanting to learn some tips from you in marketing online. Any help would be appreciated. And sincerely, Emmanuel Lewis, controllerola@gmail.com. And this is his logo right here. I will do everything in my power to help you, my darling Emmanuel, brother Lewis. I love you. You're such a sweetheart. I loved this. Wonke read it to me, and we just thought you're amazing. Say hello to your mama. She's only 65, so she's only 10 years older than me, so we're very close in age. So you're like my son. Let me give you the maximum respect, because military you served, and so you kept all of us home safe here, and in so doing we have to show our appreciation. I'm going to put everything up here, and I'm going to put up the coffees. I don't drink coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I love coffee ice cream, and I also love tea. FUMINATION brothers and sisters, let's support brother Emmanuel Lewis. For those of you that want me to recite your letters and promote your businesses, that is what this platform is about. All I ask is for you to follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, follow me on YouTube, and you buy my t-shirts. They're not out yet, but you buy a t-shirt so that I can see you. Business, business, business. You guys deserve to have your businesses, and that's what it is. You have a platform, and Emmanuel, might I add, this is your platform. FUMINATION is your platform. FUMINATION men, FUMINATION boys, FUMINATION children. We want to build playgrounds. We want to build communities. We want to have coffees and teas in the morning. I want to holler at you. God bless you, my brother. God bless you. I'm so proud of you. And you keep on with your letters. Keep on with your emails. You send me emails all the time. I know I'm overloaded, but I love you guys so much. Keep on sending. Just know that you have to follow all of my social media platforms, and I'm on Facebook too. I think I put a link so you see where I'm at. Instagram, TikTok, because I put all of the mini videos of these episodes there as well. Emmanuel, God bless you. Emmanuel Lewis. Let's not forget the name. Controller Ola. Very good. And I like it. I like the brand. I like the coffee, and I like video games. Adrian loves video games. Alrighty, so let us get into this. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming, and I knew it was coming for a long time, and it's unfortunate. And in my last episode, I had talked about how Puffy, you know, all of this coming to him is affecting everybody. And it is affecting, and is going to, and has to affect Jennifer Lopez. I knew it was going to come. I know that Benny Medina, who has been her long-standing manager and is also the godfather to her twins, will tell her, do not even say anything sideways. That was over 20 years ago. You are married to Ben. You stay there and you go on tour and you push what you're pushing. The irony of it all is that with all of this coming out, I already know Jenny would have said, why did I take the title, This Is Me Now, from This Was Me Then? then, because this was me then ties you to that puffy era. Do you see what I'm talking about? You got to be careful and strategic. We did not need to know that this is you now. We can see you, JLo. We can see you now. You should have moved on. Let the past. But you were trying to tie that with Ben. Sometimes you just got to let it flow. You know the meaning of flow? The meaning of flow. What are you talking about? Boss by default. JLo's ex-employee speaks out about Diddy's alleged demeaning behavior. He felt like he was our boss by default, the ex-staffer who worked for Jennifer Lopez said about Diddy. Oh my God. Yes, yes, yes. The former employee of Jennifer Lopez who spent time with Sean Diddy Combs when the stars were a couple said he treated her entire team as if he worked for him, claiming he made the women uncomfortable. That begs to tell me how he treated Jenny. Well, you know she left. All right. He felt like he was our boss by default, the ex-staffer said. Radio Online also learned anything he wanted, we had to fetch it. Of course now, you're working for Madame. Madame's Oga comes to the house. Of course you go and fetch the water. You're a boss by default. Don't get it twisted, as a matter of fact. Because if you're working for me and Ula comes through and he wants water, you get him the water, because guess what, that's my boss. Yeah, you're working for two bosses. Get it all the way straight. Yeah. I swear to God you would. That was more annoying than anything. You're in the wrong job, Baba. You're in the wrong job. Let me continue with this. JLo and the rap mogul were first romantically linked in 1999. They dated for 2 years before splitting in 2001. Diddy seemed to classify us all into two categories: the effables and the non-effables. The former staffer told the New York Post. Jesus. Believe it or not, it was better for you to be the non-effable. Of course. Who wants, please? Then he'd just be disrespectful and act like we were there to serve him, like a waitress. With the pretty girls, he'd be creepy. Radio Online has reached out to his reps and lawyer for comment, like you thought you would get a response. You won't even get a response for JLo. Aaron Dreyer, Diddy's attorney, said in a statement yesterday that this was a gross overuse of military level force as search warrants were executed at Mr. Combs' residences. There is no excuse for this excessive show of force and hostility exhibited by authorities on the way his children and employees were treated. Jennifer, get ready, mama. Get ready, because you're going to be thrust in this thing and they might subpoena you. Because Homeland Security is doing a deep clean. You know when you go to the dentist and you just say, oh, I want my teeth cleaned. And then they say, are you rushing? And you're like, no, it's okay, sit back. They're going to do a deep clean, Jennifer. It's unfortunate that you are going to be affected by default because you dated him so many years ago. And you were fabulous even then. I'll say it here and now. So you're going to have to prep. Benny, get the lawyers and find out exactly what's going on and what is going to come up. Fumi, what are you talking about? I'm talking about the car chase in New York and how this thing went to court, and the late Johnny Cochran handled that case, and Puffy was exonerated from that case. That's all I'm going to say, because we all know how it went down. I was at Life nightclub that night. We all remember well. We're all in our 50s. Puffy's 54, Jennifer's 54. We all remember this was our time. And it's unfortunate because there was no social media at that time. There's social media today. That's the difference. In those days, the newspapers were powerful because that's all they had. Now, including my very good self, I go onto YouTube, I go onto social media to see what's going on out there. That's what I do. That's where I get my source of information, and I backtrack it and check on CNN, New York Post, LA Times, this, that, and the third. But yes, the social media has become very, very powerful. I say all of this to say that all this news that's coming out, social media will drive it. So you have to know what devil you're kissing on the lips, because one poison or the other will kill you. You have to make sure that the poison you choose doesn't kill you, that you can live with it, because everybody got a poison. And you got to know what devil and what devil not. And that is why I'm saying sometimes when you do things, you couldn't begin to believe that it will come all the way back to come and haunt you when you've settled down, you have your twins, you've married Ben, you're doing your thing, and now come see Puffy coming out here with all of this by association, because everything he's accused of, allegedly, for my lawyers. Moving on, we have I'll Be Sure. I'll Be Sure asks son to come home after his stepdad Diddy Combs' property raids. He said, come on home. I don't understand. I'll Be Sure. Couldn't you have just picked up the... No. You see, that's the difference. I would have driven there. And I would have stood right there. Arrest me too. Arrest me. Is that Adrian? Arrest. You couldn't. You wouldn't. I'd have jumped on. I'd have jumped. They would have arrested me. I would have jumped. I would have been like, is that my child? Is that my child that you are handcuffing like that? I would have taken him out of that residence. It's enough. It's done. Bada bing. I wouldn't have even put all this one. Come. No, I would not. I would have said, Adrian, it's okay. It's okay. Pack on a kaya. Take that shoe. It's expensive. Bring it. What of the suitcase? I saw one Louis there. One Louis suitcase. No, that belongs to young mommy. Take it. I'm not serious. I know, sorry. We have to laugh. It's so ridiculous. Okay, so what happened here? 2 of Combs' properties were raided. We know this now. No need to repeat. Oh, God. Oh, this is People Magazine. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me just take it because, you know, when I finish, I crop it and I put it into the episodes because I have to fact check. Because you people, you always tell me, Fumi, do your research. I said, hostile. Fumination. Are you new? Are you new here? You don't sound like somebody. I'm sorry. You don't sound like somebody that has been supporting me for years. You're a bit harsh. Oh God. The other day somebody said, "Fumi, don't drink Coke. Can you drink water instead?" I said, oh, she knew. She's new. Because every once in a while, I'll take like a Coke Zero. Now I know not to do it again because you didn't appreciate it. But I was being comfortable and I was being real that, you know I've lost weight and everything, but I like to enjoy my life and I have 1 or 2 things on the side. Never again. All right. Let's move on. So they said here that, where are we? Yes. Brown, born to I'll Be Sure, whose real name is Albert Joseph Brown III, and the late Kim Porter, has long considered himself the son of Diddy Combs, whom he calls Paps. But after 2 of the last night rapper homes were raided by the federal agents on Monday amid allegations, Albie is calling for Brown to come home. Letter to my son. You see what I'm talking about? Come home. The door is wide open, wrote the 55-year-old night and day singer along a throwback photo of Brown, who is now 32, in an Instagram post shared on Thursday. You're safe here, son. I love you. Pabs, you're biological. Brown first met Combs, 54, as a child when the Bad Boy Records founder began dating Porter, who died from pneumonia in 2018 at the age of 47. Growing up between New York and Georgia, Brown split his time between sides of his family, but he began spending more time around Combs when he and his siblings would join him on tour. Last year, Brown spoke to people about what he's learned from Combs. I think I've been a sponge, and now I do so much, said the rapper. One of my passions, I'm very much into the art of acting. And then there's music. But seeing how my pops is able to handle and juggle all these things, I took that from him as my most major takeaway. On Tuesday, an attorney for Combs likened the home raid to a witch hunt and maintained the innocence of his client, who faces various allegations and several lawsuits. Well, you know, the son loves Puff. I think Puff was a fun father. I think that he was not excluded. Children are very sensitive. And when Puffy was with Kim Porter, I think he said, Kim, I take all of you. I take all of you and I take all of your children. Your children, my children. And Quincy had to have felt that, to have wanted to come back. Perhaps it wasn't that copacetic with I'll be sure and Kim, hence why, they parted ways. Reach out to your son privately. It's a private affair. It's not even something that you need to come out here and say to everybody. We will read it. We will talk about it. But if you are about it, you will go out and get your son. It couldn't be me with Adrian. It couldn't be me. I love that boy more than anything that is breathing on this earth. It couldn't. I am fueled by the love I have for my child. And because of that, I do the right thing. I don't mind to sacrifice, to suffer. I don't mind. For Adrian, I can do it. You're a parent and I get it. He's a big boy. He's 28, I'll be 32, that you said. So you go out there, or you make amends, or you build relationship with him. Maybe that's where it's gotta go, because you see, children are not stupid. They know that this one now is just because it's a dig that, the Homeland Security was there, uninvited, to Puff Diddy. I know they opened the door. Hello? Who would you like to see? He's not at home. You can leave a message. They said, no, we're coming in. Move. Chrissy said, Justin, King. The two of them, they came out here. They said, clap your hands and step to the side. I get it. I get it. Talk to your son. Amend. We are big now. We're in our 50s. And look at little Quincy. Little Quincy is a man too, of which could be a father to his own. Build that relationship. The opportunity has presented itself. Diddy just might not be here. So you have to really be a father. And might I add this? Let me add this, Al. If you know what's good for you, speak about Puffy with respect to Q. Because there were many a time when you were not there. And there were things that Q really appreciated that he would have loved if it had come from you, and it didn't. It came from Diddy. We can say all of these things about Diddy. We can say that. But it speaks volumes when a child wants to stay with their stepfather and he calls him Pops. That's lovely. Because remember, we had, what does she call herself? We had Monique out here in these streets. And she reiterated how her husband is an uncle to her son. She said it. And that because that's not your father, because your father is alive, because your father is here, there, everywhere. Al, you're here, very prominent. I've seen you, Diddy and Q have pictures together. But some way, somehow, Puffy showed love to your son in a way that your son looked to him and said, Pops, that's huge, that's big, that's powerful, that's love. So if I were you, I would go there with baby steps. Let me find out what's going on here. Find out what he knows first. Find out what he's upset about you for too. Find that. And then from there, go in strategically and make amends. The mama is no longer here. She was so beautiful too. That's all I can say, my darlings. Do not forget to like, to subscribe, to hit the notification button. And I'll see you all I'll see you sooner than later. All of my love.